Everyone knows that dogs can be a part of the family, and we spoil them on a daily basis. I have a lab puppy who is about 12 weeks old now, and he is absolutely spoiled with treats. Between training and trying to get him to cooperate by not eating on the furniture or taking our shoes, we just give him treat after treat to try to calm him down. I finally decided to look at the bag and see what the ingredients were because I was a little interested, and there were so many crazy words that I had never heard before. So I decided to find an alternative to those dog treats by making them myself. So today I'm going to show you how to prep, make, and bake your very own apple peanut butter dog treats. The first thing you have to do is get your ingredients together, and it's always smart to have your ingredients together and ready so that way you avoid missing any steps or missing the ingredients in the process, and to also keep your kitchen clutter-free while you're doing so. The first thing you're going to need is 2 cups of whole wheat flour. And the whole wheat flour is good because it contains essential proteins and fibers for a dog's diet. And all-purpose flour usually has bleach, which is not good for a dog. Second thing you're going to need is 1/2 cups of oats, which should be freshly ground. You can either use a food processor or a blender to do so. And then you'll also need 1 cup of freshly grated apples, or I personally use applesauce, so it's already done for you, and get sugar-free so it doesn't have any added sugar or preservatives in it. It just makes it healthier for the dog. And you can also use, if your dog has food allergies or restrictions, you can use things such as bananas or pumpkin as alternatives. I simply use apples because having a puppy as he's growing that has essential vitamins A and C in it, so it'll help him grow. And also for fresh breath when he gets into something in the yard. And but if you have a dog that has a sensitive stomach or a food allergy, it's good to use pumpkin because it's very easily digestible for dogs. Or bananas if you want to load your dog up with potassium. And otherwise than that, you need 1/2 cup of all natural peanut butter, which again, you need to use all natural peanut butter so it doesn't have any of the added preservatives or extra sugar in it. So after you're done with having all your ingredients prepared, you need to start making the dough. So when you make the dough, you combine all of the ingredients, wet and dry, together in one large bowl. So that way you can just start mixing it, and when you mix it together, make sure that all ingredients are incorporated fully. And when your ingredients are in a good consistency, if it's too sticky, you can just add a little bit more flour to it so that way it forms more dough. And otherwise, if it's too dry, you can go ahead and add water, which is what I typically end up doing, and it will easily form for you. And then after your dough is prepared, you should start rolling it out on a flat surface that is floured so it doesn't stick to anything. And then roll it so it's about 1 inch thick so that way they cook evenly when they're in the oven. Then you're going to have to cut out the treats. I use this little bone-shaped dog treat because it looks like, I don't know, I just think a dog would love it. So I got it at Walmart. Otherwise, you can do any cookie cutter you have around your house. I actually used the lid of a water bottle and just made little training treats for my dog since he's so little. And then I can give him a lot more because he typically wants more. And after you're done cutting those out, it's time to bake. So first thing you're going to do is preheat your oven to 355 degrees and let that preheat, and then you can put your treats out onto a non-stick cookie sheet. And if you don't have a non-stick cookie sheet, you can use parchment paper so that way it doesn't stick. But just try to stay away from cooking sprays that are not healthy for a dog to have. And then after that, you're going to cook them for about 15 to 20 minutes or until they're golden brown around the edges. Once they have turned golden brown, you can take them out of the oven and let them cool on a cooling rack for about 30 minutes or however long. And then you have finished making your dog treats, so you can either store them in the fridge or in an airtight container for a few weeks, or if they're in a Ziploc bag, they're still good for a couple weeks just laying out on your counter. But today you've seen just how easy it is to make your own homemade dog treats that are not only healthy for your dog, but they're very easy to make. And now whenever you run out of dog treats, you can just go into the kitchen or make a quick trip to the grocery store to make your own apple peanut butter dog treats. Thank you.
No, we need a recipe.
I was like, are you going to eat them soon?